Charging for materials in time and material, or T&M, jobs is standard practice. This ensures reimbursement for expenses while completing work. To charge for materials effectively, use an itemized listing. List the materials used and their respective quantities in the invoice. Specify the cost per unit for each material. Calculate the total cost by multiplying the unit price by the quantity, which is the extended price. Sum the extended prices of all materials to get a subtotal. Add any applicable taxes to the subtotal. For example, the materials might include sawzall blades, say 5 of them at $5.0 each, which equals $25.0. Electrical tape might be 2 rolls at $2.0 per roll, totaling $4.0. Hole saw might be 1 at $15.0 each, so $15.0. The subtotal would then be $44.0. Tax at 8% would be $3.52, bringing the total to $47.52. Some professionals incorporate material costs into their hourly rate. This simplifies the invoicing process, but it can make tracking material expenses difficult for specific jobs. The pros of costing materials into the hourly rate include streamlined invoicing and no need to itemize materials. The cons include difficulty in tracking actual material costs and potential for undercharging or overcharging on materials. Deciding whether to charge separately for materials or include them in the hourly rate depends on individual business practices and preferences. If you choose to itemize, ensure each material is accounted for with its quantity and unit price. This transparency helps clients understand the expenses. When itemizing, consider using a consistent format to make invoices easy to read. For example, always list the quantity first, followed by the material description and unit price. This consistency can improve clarity. Also, consider using software to generate invoices. Many programs have built-in features to track materials, calculate costs, and apply taxes automatically. This reduces errors and saves time. When adding tax, confirm that the tax rate is correct for the location where the work was performed. Tax laws vary by jurisdiction. When deciding whether to include materials in your hourly rate, consider the type of jobs you typically perform. If jobs vary greatly in material usage, itemizing may be more accurate. If the jobs are similar, then including materials in the hourly rate could be simpler. When including materials in your hourly rate, it is important to periodically review your rate to ensure that it covers your costs. Material prices can fluctuate, so it is important to adjust your rate accordingly. Another approach is to use a hybrid system. This involves including common materials in your hourly rate, but itemizing more expensive or specialized materials. This offers a balance between simplicity and accuracy. Before starting a job, communicate clearly with the client about how materials will be charged. This can prevent misunderstandings and disputes later on. In the agreement, specify whether materials will be itemized or included in the hourly rate. Provide examples to illustrate how the charges will be calculated. For example, materials will be itemized at cost plus a 10% markup. Or, the hourly rate includes the cost of standard electrical tape and wire connectors. Always keep receipts for all materials purchased for the job. This documentation can be helpful if there are questions about the charges. Organize receipts by job and date. When invoicing, double-check that all materials are included and that the quantities and prices are accurate. Errors can lead to disputes or underpayment. If you make a mistake on an invoice, correct it promptly and send the client a revised copy. Explain the error and the correction clearly. Be transparent with clients about your pricing and billing practices. Explain how you calculate your hourly rate and material charges. Providing clear and honest information can build trust and foster good relationships. Consider offering clients a discount for prompt payment. This can encourage them to pay invoices on time and improve cash flow. For example, a 2% discount is offered if the invoice is paid within 10 days. When purchasing materials, look for opportunities to save money. Buy in bulk when possible, and shop around for the best prices. Pass these savings on to your clients to make your services more competitive. When using specialized tools, such as hole saws, consider the cost of replacement blades or bits. Factor these costs into your material charges. Clean and maintain tools regularly to extend their lifespan and reduce replacement costs. Also, make sure you are charging appropriately for consumables like drill bits, sandpaper, and other items that get used up during the job. These can add up over time. Consider the cost of fuel for your vehicle when pricing your services. Fuel costs can fluctuate, so it is important to factor this into your calculations. There are apps available to help track mileage and calculate fuel expenses. Be aware of local regulations regarding sales tax on materials. Some jurisdictions may require you to collect sales tax on materials, while others may not. If you are unsure, consult with a tax professional. Consider offering clients a warranty on your work. This can provide them with peace of mind and differentiate you from competitors. If you offer a warranty, be clear about the terms and conditions. When tracking your time, be accurate and detailed. Use a time tracking app or software to record your hours worked on each job. This information is essential for accurate invoicing. Some time tracking apps also allow you to track expenses, such as materials and fuel. This can streamline the invoicing process. When communicating with clients, be professional and courteous. Respond to their questions promptly and address any concerns they may have. Maintaining good communication can prevent disputes and foster long-term relationships. Consider joining a professional organization in your industry. This can provide you with access to resources, training, and networking opportunities. Professional organizations often have codes of ethics that members are expected to follow. These codes can help you maintain high standards of professionalism. Stay up to date on the latest industry trends and best practices. This can help you improve your skills and provide better service to your clients. There are many online resources available to help you stay informed. Consider taking continuing education courses to enhance your knowledge and skills. This can make you a more valuable asset to your clients. Be mindful of safety when performing your work. Use appropriate safety equipment and follow all safety guidelines. Safety is paramount. If you are working at heights, use a ladder or scaffolding that is in good condition. Wear a harness if necessary. If you are working with electricity, be sure to energize the circuit before starting work. Use a voltage tester to verify that the circuit is de-energized. If you are working with hazardous materials, wear appropriate protective clothing and follow all safety precautions. Dispose of hazardous materials properly. When working in confined spaces, take extra precautions to ensure your safety. Make sure there is adequate ventilation. Be aware of potential hazards such as toxic gases or a lack of oxygen. Always let someone know where you are working and when you expect to be finished. If you are working on a construction site, be aware of your surroundings. Watch out for other workers and equipment. Wear a hard hat and safety glasses. If you are working near traffic, wear a high visibility vest. Be aware of the potential for false trips and slips. Keep your work area clean and free of clutter. Use caution when lifting heavy objects. Lift with your legs, not your back. Ask for help if you need it. Take breaks regularly to avoid fatigue. Fatigue can increase the risk of accidents. Report any accidents or injuries immediately. Seek medical attention if necessary. By following these safety guidelines, you can help prevent accidents and injuries. Consider using a contract for all time and material jobs. The contract should clearly define the scope of work, the hourly rate, and how materials will be charged. The contract should also address payment terms, insurance, and liability. A well-written contract can protect both you and your client. Have a lawyer review your contract to ensure that it is legally sound. Be sure to keep a copy of the signed contract for your records. Before starting any work, obtain the necessary permits and licenses. Failure to do so can result in fines or other penalties. Contact your local building department to determine what permits are required. Be sure to comply with all applicable building codes and regulations. Building codes are designed to ensure the safety of buildings and their occupants. When working on a residential project, be respectful of the homeowner's property. Keep your work area clean and tidy. Avoid making excessive noise. Protect the homeowner's landscaping. When working on a commercial project, be mindful of the needs of the business owner. Minimize disruption to their operations. Be respectful of their employees and customers. Always clean up your work area at the end of each day. Dispose of trash and debris properly. Leave the job site in a clean and orderly condition. This will impress your clients and increase the likelihood of repeat business. Building a good reputation is essential for success. Provide excellent service, be honest and fair, and treat your clients with respect. Word of mouth is a powerful marketing tool. Happy clients will refer you to their friends and colleagues. Consider asking satisfied clients for testimonials. These testimonials can be used on your website or in your marketing materials. By following these tips, you can run a successful time and material business. Always put the customer first. Remember that your success depends on their satisfaction.